Okay. Here's my 4 plastic anchors that I took out, and I think I'll use 2 of them. But see, here's that broken one. I'm going to end up throwing that one away now, and I'm probably only going to use 2 of those. Now, what would have happened if those plastic anchors were stripped? Let's say I could have used one of these. I like using these. See how the ribs go all the way up? Much more solid than this one. It's very hard to find these nowadays, and these are different sizes. This is the next size up than this one here. Okay, but see how this one's got little ribs, one there, one there. That makes the plastic very, very thin as you're trying to tap that in. I like these because the ribs go all the way up, and then this splits as you're putting the screw in case your screw's longer than this, and generally your screw should be longer than that, and it will pop out the outside. That way, like with these, a lot of times I make the hole only about as far about that when I poke it into the sheetrock. Then I take the last bit of it and tap it in carefully with the hammer. A lot of times with these, see, they're not tapered. They're not tapered like a cone shape like this. See, this is about the same diameter all the way down, so you got to get it exactly right. If you can't, if you only get it in that far, you think, oh, I'm just going to tap it in with a hammer, then a lot of times this thing bends over. That's why I really don't like using those. So I could use this one here, but again, it's hard to find those in the store nowadays. And I've got just an assortment that I keep in here. I mean, here's some blue ones, the same as the red, and then I've got one of those little gray ones there. And then, like I say, I've got a few. Actually, I don't know if I do or not. I might have some real tiny ones in there. Yeah, there's kind of a tiny. I can't. Let's see if I can get it out. See how small this one is? Look at that. For different size screws, and then I think they might even have one in between that and this. Okay, so I could use one of those, but because I've got the stud in there, 2 of these screws, 2 of these new screws, I'm going to drive right into the stud, and then I'll drive those 2 into the plastic anchors. And if I didn't have any studs at all, I might want to put 2 of these nicer, heavier ones into the top. And then I would have used this type like this in the bottom. Okay, I could still put one of those in the top, but I'm not going to, because like I say, I've got the top right and the bottom left attached onto a wood stud. So the other 2, I'm just going to use the plastic anchors and just put them snug in there. You know, some of these old ones. So I'll just have to be kind of careful of that. Let's just see if I can get it in there. See, I got to make the hole just a little bit bigger. And with the tapered ones, you can go like that, so that the hole is bigger on the outside as opposed to the inside. If you've got one like this, see, because it's smaller at the back side, and that's why I like to use these tapered ones. Okay, that's why I don't normally like to use these, but I'm using it because I want to show you that it still can be done. With that, we'll get you in here a little bit closer, I guess. Shall we? We'll get you in here. Like so. see that bottom can't go in there just yet. So I'm going to take my screwdriver and kind of just take some of the back side of the smaller cone out. But I really don't want to see just that little bit. I can almost get that all the way in. That's why I didn't want to get that hole any much bigger. And another thing, you're tapping these in like that, you want to check on the back side of your wall and make sure that you don't have a clock, a picture, anything like that on the wall. I don't think we've got anything. Oh, okay. See, the back side of that wall is in the bathroom, and it's inside that cabinet there. It's not over there behind the mirror. You know, you start banging too much, even if you got a mirror like that, if you're not paying attention, you could even crack the mirror. One time I was putting in a plastic anchor on a wall in by a fireplace, or no, in a bedroom, and it was next to a fireplace, and there was a mantle on top of the fireplace, and there was one of those old time clocks, you know, yay big, glass, and then on the inside it was the gold, you know, having to go back and forth. Well, somehow that fell off of there and broke, and we ended up having to buy the client a new one of those. I forget how much it was. It was some ridiculous amount. This was years ago when those things used to be the rage, you know. And so that's why I'm always paranoid when I'm tapping on a wall now, for fear there's going to be a mirror or a picture or anything. Okay. As long as I can just get the tip, and it's just the inside that's preventing it. I'm just going to shave the inside of the hole with my little screwdriver. And now maybe I can get it. See, it's already, you don't get the hole just right, you could start bending the anchor, and I'm already wanting to bend the anchor. Isn't that something? I hate these little anchors, but like I say, I want to use it. Just to let you know to be careful yourself with it. There it goes. If you don't think those are snug into the wall, if those can twist right now, then there's no way you're going to be able to put a screw in there later. You see what I mean? Because that's just going to start spinning and spinning. You're going to be like, what is going on? Okay, so before I do that, I can get this top one. It was going right into the stud, and these screws have to be long enough to go into the stud, and they are. So you only got 1/2 inch sheetrock. Right? Make sure you got it in forward. That's the beauty of these impact drills. You can just push the thing right on in there every single time. Okay.